Hi, I'm a big proponent of growing your own. Your vegetables, your herbs, your protein, everything. And there's a book that I read years ago that really started me on my grow your own journey. I grew up in a gardening family and they had the long row gardens that were basically nothing but work. There was a tiller, there were hoes, there were rakes, there were shovels, just work. And I can remember as a kid disappearing because I did not want to pull weeds or do that work. And so when I found this book, it was almost too good to be true because I really want to grow my own stuff. I love the concept. I love doing it. I enjoy it. I think it's a great therapy, but it's also great nutrition, which is really good for your health. And this book, Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew, this is one of my favorite. This is my favorite gardening book. I probably have 50 books on growing things, but this is my favorite book. Basically, Mel breaks it down and makes it easy to grow your own stuff. You use raised gardens, raised beds, and you actually create your own soil, and the soil is kind of trapped. And so you can control what goes in your soil. You can make it as organic as you want, or you can just add potting mix every year if you want to do it that way. But I prefer to make my own soil very organic, and this allows me to trap that soil so I'm not just basically trying to organicize the entire face of the earth. So I used this book and I have read it multiple times, and I highly recommend it if you want to start gardening, especially if you have limited space or if you are in any way limited physically. You can have raised bed gardens right outside your back door that can grow wonderful produce, wonderful herbs without a lot of work. You don't have to own a tiller or a garden tractor. Oh, I remember the days. You don't have to own a hoe or a shovel. You can do all this with your hand and with a tiny hand shovel. That's all you need once you get your bed constructed. I highly recommend this book if you want to start gardening, and I recommend that everyone should start gardening. Everyone. Even if you live in a high-rise apartment, you have a balcony and you can make a tiny raised bed garden right out on your balcony, and I promise it's worth it. So buy the all-new Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew, my highest recommendation for this book.